Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have come with the continuation of my last video on Onam Sadhya recipe. If you have not watched that video, I will give the link in the description box below. Please do watch my video and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. In the last video, we stopped at kovaka fry served on the banana leaf. So let's continue to serve the remaining dishes on the banana leaf. Next, let's serve mango curry. And the recipe for this is already posted in my channel. We'll share the link in the description box below. Before we go into curry items, let's serve some rice, papadam or papad and banana. The first curry that we serve with the rice is paruppu curry or moong dal curry. This is important for all sadhya, which is served with ghee on top of it. So let's get started and check on the recipe for preparing this curry. First, let's roast dal in some ghee. Into pressure cooker, add 1 tablespoon of ghee. Add in the washed dal and roast for 5 minutes. Once the dal is roasted, add half teaspoon of turmeric powder, salt to taste and mix well. Add enough water, mix everything well and pressure cook the dal for 3 whistles. Now let's make the coconut paste. Into the mixer jar, add half cup of grated coconut, 3 shallots, 1 garlic pod, half teaspoon cumin seeds and grind to smooth paste by adding some water. Release the pressure of cooker and check if dal is cooked. Mash the dal well to a smooth paste. Keep the flame on low, add the grounded coconut paste, add some water, mix and cook for 5 minutes till the raw smell goes. Do not bring the curry to boil. Once it turns hot, switch off the flame and do the tempering. Heat oil in a tempering pan, add mustard seeds. Once it starts to splutter, add dry red chili, add some shallots, few curry leaves and saute until it turns light golden brown and transfer it into the dal and combine everything well. Our paruppu curry is ready. It is best served with hot rice and some ghee. The next curry that we serve is sambar. There are different ways to make sambar, but today I am sharing the way it is prepared at my home. So let's get started and check on the recipe. First, let's rinse the dal well. Add it into the pressure cooker. Pour in 2 cups of water. Cook the dal for 3 whistles or until it is soft. Once dal is cooked well, add all the vegetables of your choice except drumstick. Here I have used shallots, tomato, lady's finger, carrot, brinjal and potato. Add salt as per your taste, half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon asafoetida. Add enough water required for cooking the vegetables. Combine everything well and pressure cook for 1 whistle on high flame. Make sure the vegetables are not overcooked. After 1 whistle, switch off the flame. Let the pressure release naturally. To extract tamarind pulp, soak lemon-sized tamarind in some water and keep aside. Once pressure is released, let's open the cooker. Our vegetables are cooked perfectly. Gently mix everything and let's do the tempering for curry. Into the kadai, add 1 tablespoon of oil, spluttered mustard seeds, Add few curry leaves. Now let's reduce the flame to low. Add 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1½ teaspoon of coriander powder, ¼ teaspoon of cumin powder, ¼ teaspoon of fenugreek powder, and saute until the raw smell goes. Now let's pour the tempering into the curry. Combine everything together. Next, add tamarind extract and continue to mix well. Add the tamarind pulp little at a time and check and adjust accordingly. If the gravy is too thick, add more hot water and adjust according to the gravy you require. Let's add the drumstick now and mix it. Bring the gravy to boil till the drumstick is cooked. Do not cover the lid completely. Our sambar is cooking here for 5 minutes now. Our drumstick is also cooked well and the gravy is reached to right consistency. Let's switch off the flame and serve the sambar with some rice or idli. The next dish that goes in the banana leaf is mori curry or buttermilk curry. This is an easy curry which can be made in very less time. So let's check the recipe for making this curry. Today I am going to show the recipe using kumbalanga or ash gourd. You can also prepare without adding this. Let's peel the skin of the ash gourd. Let's remove the seeds from it. Cut the vegetables in medium size. Wash and add the vegetable in a kadai. Add ½ teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 green chilies, salt to taste, and let's cook this by adding little water. Let's cover and cook the vegetable for 10 minutes. Let's check if the vegetable is cooked. Once the vegetable is cooked, reduce the flame. Add the beaten curd and mix well. Do not overcook the curry as it will curdle. Once buttermilk just gets heated, switch off the flame and do the tempering. Heat oil in a pan. Splutter some mustard seeds. Add dry red chilies. Add few curry leaves and saute for 2 minutes. Next, let's add the ginger chopped. Saute for a minute. Add few garlic chopped and continue to saute. Add few shallot chopped. Saute until it turns light golden brown. Pour the tempering to our curry and give a mix. Our delicious more curry is ready to serve. Next, we will be serving a dessert called Ada Pradaman. So let's get started. For Ada Pradaman, I am using store-bought Ada. I am using ribbon Ada, so broke it into small pieces and keep aside. Let's wash this and drain as there will be dirt in the Ada. Into a bowl, add enough water and bring it to boil. Add washed and drained rice Ada. and cook till it is soft. Add more water if required and stir occasionally. Meanwhile, let's melt the jaggery. Into the kadai, add 300 gram of jaggery. Add half cup of water and melt the jaggery. We have to extract coconut milk in 3 proportion and keep ready. Here I am using totally 3 coconut for extracting the milk. First coconut should be very thick. Second coconut will be slightly thinner and third will be very thin. Make sure to stir the jaggery in between. Our jaggery is melted. Let's strain and remove any impurities. Let's check if the adda is cooked. Adda is cooked well. Let's drain the water. Add cold water to prevent adda from sticking each other and remove excess starch from it. Take a deep bottom pan, add in the melted jaggery. Once it starts to boil, add cooked adda and mix until you see the jaggery is well absorbed with adda and starts to thicken. This is the right consistency. Now let's add third extracted milk and mix continuously till it reduces in quantity. Add pinch of salt to balance the sweet. Keep stirring continuously. Once the mixture is thickened, add the second extracted milk and continue to mix. Make sure to stir continuously, else it catches at the bottom. Once the mix starts to thicken, add the first extracted coconut milk and mix well. After adding the first extracted coconut milk, do not boil as it will get curdled. Let's add half teaspoon of cardamom powder. You can also add cumin powder and dry ginger powder, but I am not adding here. Let's switch off the flame at this consistency as it will thicken more when it cools down. Finally, in a tempering pan, add 1 teaspoon of ghee. Add few cashew nuts and roast until golden color. Add few raisins and fry until it pops up. Pour this into our pradaman. Our delicious adda pradaman is ready to serve. Our last dish on the banana leaf is Semia Payasam. Take a deep bottom pot, add 2 cups of milk. One cup of water and boil over high flame. Once milk starts to boil, add 5 tablespoons of sugar and mix until it is completely dissolved. Once sugar is dissolved, add semia to the milk. Here I am using roasted thin semia. Boil on low to medium flame for 5 minutes. To balance the sweet, let's add pinch of salt and mix well. Make sure to stir occasionally to avoid burning at the bottom. Once semia is cooked, add condensed milk and stir continuously. Check the sweetness and adjust according to your taste. Add half teaspoon of cardamom powder and continue to mix. Once paisam starts to thicken, switch off the flame and let's roast the cashews and raisins. In a tempering pan, add 1 teaspoon of ghee, add cashews and roast till golden brown. Add raisins and roast till it pops up. Pour this into a paisam and mix everything well. Our delicious Semia paisam is ready, which is very easy to prepare. These are the dishes prepared on our Onam Sadhya. I hope these recipes will help you prepare Onam Sadhya easily and quickly. Do try this recipe and give your comments below. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.